Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I just wanted to share with you is mostly I wanted to just do focus on doing an interesting sky. So in this video I'm using my Bockingford, actually using rough paper, £140, and using my Winsor & Newton palette, along with my squirrel mop and my sort of smallish round, possibly a rigger. We'll see how we get on. So I'm just using, I've started off with a little bit of cerulean blue just to get that nice little break in the clouds, and then some warmer tone of yellow ochre, and then I just add in some Payne's grey the top left hand side, and I want this to sort of blend and sort of mix and come down the page so it's almost looking like rain coming through the clouds. So that's what I'm after. I don't want anything sort of flat or even. I want a lot of pigment running down, so it gives the effect of like a rainfall in the air. So when you see that in the sky, that's what I want to try and get. And you can see there's two sort of streams coming down, streaks of colour coming down in a few places. So I'm using plenty of water, so I'm letting that bring the pigment down. So I've got this interesting sky. So yeah, that's what I'm after. So for this, I think it's really important to mention also that I've got my paper at an angle, so about 40-degree angle, so you can make that paint come down the paper. You can also move the board, tilt the board, turn it on its side, which I know I've shown you how to do before. But this painting, I'm keeping it just coming straight down, so I'm going to leave my paper at this angle. So if you just take a look at the sky, if I've got nothing else right on this painting, then it's the sky that I really wanted to focus on. So I think I've got that down quite well. If you like this video, if you found this quite interesting, then please do give us a like, and if you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll be sharing more videos sort of like this as each and every week. So for this, I'm just filling the bottom, and it really doesn't matter what I'm doing now. I'm just filling in the paper. So I'm using the Hake brush. You can see quite a wide brush, and this is natural goat hair, and just running that across the paper quite fast. So I'm getting lots of breaking in the pigment. So that could be water, could be a bit of a beach scene. I've not really got anything in mind, but I'm just popping in some mountains. So I'm just going to go on and just fill in whatever I feel this painting can do with. And so just decided some mountains and just a bit of a foreground, so maybe I'll add some rocks or something like that in the foreground. And I'm just running my brush down the side of these mountains just to give a little bit of a highlight. So I'm just cleaned out a brush and just pulling down on the pigment while it's still a bit wet, and then it'll lift this this nice highlight on the right hand side. So it gives a nice appearance of light, and I put the mountains in while the pigment's still quite wet, and so it gives that soft diffuse sort of distance look. And then just pulling out some highlights and giving a bit of shape to the mountains. So this is quite a handy technique to use. And then I think I'll probably put some trees in front of those mountains, just to push those mountains back into the distance. colour I'm using for the mountains and also the trees is the same colour that I mixed up for the clouds and the sky, a bit of a Payne's grey stroke, French ultramarine, cerulean blue sort of mix. So that's a nice colour to use for these distant trees and mountains and anything you want receding into the background, sort of disappearing and giving that sense of depth. It's quite a good colour to go for. And then obviously as you come forward, you want to use your brighter colours, your reds and yellows and all those sort of colours. Just scraping in, scratching, whatever, just some sort of branches, twigs, sticks, anything like that into the tree, just to add some interest. So let's take a closer look. You can see the interesting sky. I really do find this quite nice, the way things work. And this happens when you I guess you do less. Less really is more in watercolor. So the less you mess around with it, try and sort of control it, the better it turns out. So just let the water, let the pigment come down and just let it do its thing. So the sky painted itself. I had quite little influence over that. Just let the pigment mix and move down the paper. So that's pretty much it. How to paint an interesting sky in watercolors. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.